Okay, dokie. Are we ready, chat? I don't see nothing wrong, yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Globa. Okay, okay. For anyone who was confused, all one viewer. I have changed. I'm gonna go ahead and do the predictions. Letting people filter in, but how are we doing tonight, folks? Are we excited? Saturday night. Yeah, 10 minutes to predict. Nobody is here. Literally nobody is here. Oh boy. Hey, Samoa Joe's here. Put your predictions in now. How we doing tonight, folks? I'm gonna have to calm my own games tonight, cause it's me versus GameCube. GameCube's not in a slugger's mood tonight, and also, even if he was, I'm playing his team, so I'm just gonna calm my own games, try and be impartial, unless somebody in chat, some lucky viewer, wants to come through and commentate, but I doubt that is the case. We usually don't have a lot of takers on commentary, so I'm probably going to go ahead and get started here in a minute. But if you are in chat, reminder to go into the Discord and vote for honors voting, especially if you've been watching all season long. We need the views. We need the awards to get sorted out. We've only got 11 people have voted so far. So, you know, make sure you get the votes in as necessary. We've got currently, I'll give a little hint of some stuff that's in the lead right now. We've got a 3-way tie for commentator of the season. And there's a couple people running away with some stuff. I'll tell you what, Hollywood's still a big market team. You can tell. Another 2-way tie for the Guardian medal. three of the pitchers for the Golden Arm haven't even been voted for once. There, I believe, are no Miis left that have not been voted for in the who should retire. Now, that doesn't mean we're not going to retire some Miis. Actually, I'm wrong about that. There is one Mii left that nobody has voted for so far, which I think is very funny. But listen, I mean, if it's going to get like 1 or maybe 2 votes, depending on the Mii, we might axe it. I think probably all the 1-vote Miis we're probably going to axe. And then some of the 2-vote Miis as well, just to kind of get some more variety in there. So be thinking about some Mii submissions you might want to make at next season's time. By the way, next season news, we don't have anything definite yet. We're still looking to kind of get stuff, get everybody ready for that. A lot of not locked in positions. So if you are on the fence, we'd love to have you. If you said no to me already, you made me really sad, but it's okay. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I think we really only have like 2 or 3 people confirmed. So we're going to try and, after Sunday, I'm going to be locking in, trying to get some logos done, trying to get teams sorted out. I think we are just going to go for 24. We don't really have the numbers to support 32 on a staff side. So if you want to help us get there so that season 3 we can go up to 32, which is sort of the dream, then, help a sister out. Come commentate. Come do stats. Come host one of the leagues. Come make decisions. Help out. We would love it. Other things we're going to try and do next season, sponsorships are going to be enabled. So we're going to try and figure out a good system to let people take sponsorship deals, to have probably fictional brands plastered all over the walls of your stadium or all over your uniforms, etc. And then we're going to be doing, again, another conference is going to be opening up. So yeah, lots of good stuff. We're going to be doing casting now. Sorry, we already were casting, I should say. We are going to be introducing like a commentator's booth aspect, so that should be fun. Among other things, there's going to be a balance patch next season, so you'll get to see some characters get a little bit of limelight that they probably didn't have before. And most of these teams are going to be brand spanking new. So tune in for that. The early estimate is maybe early April, but it depends on if I can get everybody wrangled to get drafts done in time. So again, if you don't want to miss out, join the Discord, be active in there, and be on the lookout. I think we're just going to go ahead and get started. So game 1 of the Eastern League Championship Series. I'm sorry, I should actually totally... I'm going to double check that I got this all correct on here on our overlays. The Jazz went 8-4 during the regular season. And I do have red Yoshi and red Critter backwards on here, so I'll fix that. Do 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 do. Where is Jakarta? Jakarta is Indonesia. What time zone is Bangkok, Thailand in? GMT +7, Indochina time. So that is, in fact, the Jakarta time. So I've had the Bangkok, Thailand time wrong all season, and I do apologize for that. Oops. All right. Welcome to the Eastern League Championship Series, where the Bangkok Hibiscus, the #1 seed in the Eastern League with a 9-3 record, are taking on the #3 seed, the 8-4 Bamberg Jazz, who defeated the Reykjavik Rat Kings in an upset last week. Now they're going to start off here at home in Bangkok, Thailand, where the time is currently, I think that's at 8:11 in the morning. My name is Lyra. I am your sole commentator for games tonight, unless somebody comes to hang out with me. But okay. And we're just going to let that one walk, huh? Do I have this going right? I may need to check this. I don't know what's going on with this. Hold on. I may need to... We're going to reload here. Because that shouldn't have happened. CPU versus CPU, duplicate characters, Diddy Brown Chem, player one always away. Close plays, overhaul, gamies. Anti-mole, high traj, and remove Bowser pre-charge. Okay, that's everything. I mean, Alright, we're going to try this again. Welcome back to Bangkok, Thailand, where the time is currently 8:12 in the morning. We're up bright and early to start off the Eastern League Championship Series. You've been waiting for it all week. We are down into the final stretches of the inaugural season of the Global Sluggers League. And here, the #1 seed, the Bangkok Hibiscus, at 9-3. Sorry, #1 seed of the Eastern League, and the only one seed still remaining in the playoffs, are facing up against the #3 Bamberg Jazz for a chance to make it to the championship and play off against either Texas or Hollywood tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure to be there. This is going to be a 5-game series. We're starting off here on Wario City Day, the Bangkok home field. Sorry, I'm so... I've been watching stats sped up for like a week and a half, so I'm like, are they moving slower? Because it's all been on like 1.75 times speed. So Bowser's going to get up to bat here. A pretty dangerous spot for the Hibiscus to be in. This Jazz team just gets hot at any time. And Wario City, I mean, it's just a disgusting place for a Bowser team to be. Unfortunately, just not the home field you kind of want to have in a case where a Bowser team like this exists. So they're going to start off with an early 3-0 lead. Still no outs. And Wiggler probably went through a chunk of his stamina there. And that's going to be a solo home run from Firebro. Seriously, what is happening with the outfield? Can someone tell me why he's not, like, moving? Is that normal, or am I just insane? I'm worried like my console broke or something. First out of the inning from good old reliable Mr. Incredible, where it was too much for him. Red Yoshi now up to bat. And yeah, this red core in the middle of Bamberg's lineup has been a little less reliable. What is happening? Oh, okay, we're back. My system became cursed. I don't know what happened. Do I have something? Do I have like texture dumping on or something? Okay, sorry. Yeah, it looks like everything's fine. I don't know what that was all about, but it's going to be the end of the first Bomberg inning, a very productive and frustrating inning there for the Bangkok team, but this is going to be a hard team to beat on either side here. We're looking for an all-out duel today. And Pablo Sanchez taking his sweet, sweet time, and he's going to charge. That's going to get over the first baseman's head for a nice little base hit there, right in the corner. You take that back. Yellow Toad does not listen to Hobo Johnson. How dare you? And that's going to be hit straight to Red Yoshi for the second out. So only one on base with no chem for Petey. But it's Wario City Day. Home runs can happen anywhere, and especially from a star player like this. He got nominated for pretty good reasons for MVP and Offensive Player of the Year this season. We will have to see if he is able to perform well here, but so far a bad first outing there. That hits straight to Harley Quinn. And now Red Critter up to the bat. That one's going to hit straight to center field. Now we're at the bottom of the Bomberg lineup. Palpatine is here to try and hit the ball. That will go fair. That'll drop just before Pablo can get to it. Well-placed boo there in order to stop Pablo from chasing after it a little further. I think he probably would have gotten there in time if he had chased it a little further there. And a second out, but Palpatine on second for Dry Bones. This is such a weird team because it's 4 Miis and a Red Yoshi, and then 4 like incredibly good hitters that can hit home runs. Yeah, like that. Like, what are we doing? 2-run homer for Dry Bones. So a disappointing start for Bangkok here today. And that is a deep drive back. That's just going to be a single for Bowser, though. Bowser up for Texture of the Year this year. Or this season. Texture of the Season. Okay, something is happening. Oh my god, Wiggler's already out. This is so fun, guys. We're having fun. And Mr. Incredible, unable to close out as usual. Birdo is going to be up next to try and get a rally going for Bangkok. An 8-run lead. Not insurmountable for this offense, but certainly not the place you want to be after an inning and a half. And just a quick single for Birdo there. Good drive. Deep to the arrow. Monty Mole, High Trash, who has been pretty good at his job this season. I don't have the full Western League stats, but I can tell you in the Eastern League, he had one of the highest batting averages in the entire league. So maybe High Trash was just a little bit too good for him. Turns out when you give somebody the one stat they were missing. Crazy how that works. And that's going to be a double play. Pretty bad hit there from Benoit Blanc. And Diddy Kong's going to get on first base there. So bases on first and second for Tucker Kraft. 2 outs. So if you're the Hibiscus, you're just trying to hope for an RBI here. That is going to be good. So that'll probably just load the bases there for Yellow Toad. You're going to want to see some consistent hitting out of him. So this is the kind of team that can, in fact, get the slap going. Even on smaller stadiums like this. Let's see if it'll be fruitful here. And it will. Wow! Yellow Toad just not fast enough. Everyone's just running slowly today. Red Yoshi up to bat for the Jazz here at the top of the third. An 8-0 lead. He's going to hit that straight to Wiggler. Deep pop fly from Harley Quinn. Yellow Toad almost making a mistake there, but thankfully dashed it into Pablo Sanchez, who was able to make the out there. So 2 outs, nobody on for Red Critter, but Waiter has plans in mind. He's just going to slap it for a nice little base hit there, but definitely not what you want out of Red Critter, even with a lead like this. Palpatine's going to be up to the bat here with 2 outs. 2 me's in a row. That's likely to end you the inning. And from star infielder Petey Piranha, that will do it. He dives with a humongous chomp. We're going to go to the bottom of the third with the best section of the Bangkok lineup here in order to try and get something going on offense. Pablo Sanchez pre-charging on the first hit for some reason. And now Wiggler up to the bat. Awful hit from Petey. That's going to be the second out. And just a complete waste of a power hitter there. Berto is up to the bat. And she's going to star hit for maybe the second time this season. That will send Wiggler home, so Bangkok will be on the board. But just a single there. And yeah, one down, 7 to go for Bangkok. And Monty Mole will get runners on first and second there. Great job from Monty, slapping as usual. Now Benoit Blanc needs to step up where it's needed. He's going to sail it high to the right field, but the magnet hands of Mr. Incredible going to end the inning there. So an 8-run lead. Jazz have the top of their lineup going into the top of the fourth here. Berto throws the pitch. That is a nice line drive from Kendrick Lamar. Just going to stop it first, though. Drybones up to the bat now. He charges. That is high and deep. Will Pablo Sanchez put the wheels in? No. Okay. Genuinely, what is happening right now? $11-1 for the Bomberg Jazz. Genuinely, it looks like they're not working properly. Like the CPU is not functioning. That barely goes foul. I can't believe that wasn't... Oh my god, dude. It's 12-1 for the Jazz. And Mr. Incredible up to bat with no outs yet again. Wiggler is going to get the first out there. And Red Yoshi up to the bat. Red Yoshi hits it straight to Wiggler. Wiggler, despite being the starting pitcher who usually, you know, pitches shutouts, now trying to handle everything at second base where he can. That'll drop straight to Yellow Toad. A 12-1 deficit to get overcome here by the Hibiscus. And what is happening? Hello? Oh, and Dolphin just crashed. Okay, cool. Okay. You know, I can't help but wonder, like, the way that they were moving in there, I can't help but wonder, maybe I accidentally clicked the wrong CPU level whenever I wrote the game out. So I'm going to do the game over from scratch, and we're going to see if that helps. Because when I loaded the game the first time before I restarted, because I was like, this isn't working right. They were also not... There you go, level 4. Cause see, it clicks on level 2, so we're gonna try that again one more time. Diddy Kong and Monty Mole. Regular Bones. So, I mean, everyone saw me that time put level 4 in. Because genuinely, I don't know why else the Miis would be moving like that. Oh, it's not being shared on Discord. That's my bad. But you should have been able to see it on Twitch. TZ, what are you saying? It does make sense to full restart, because if the CPUs were wrong, that's not how we play the game. What do you mean it wasn't? That's not true. Well, no, Axis, I set the games up beforehand. Right, TZ, but I'm saying... But I'm saying if my team was set up as a level 2 CPU, because I'm the player 2 team. That's the CPU team by default. So if I clicked level 2, that will stay level 2, and the CPU code just makes this one level 4. I don't know if you can see my cursor or not. Yeah, you can. No, both do not become level 2. Because the code doesn't work on level 2. I can confirm. I've been playing this game for a while, man. Like, I know how it works. It makes it a level 2 versus a level 4 CPU, and the other one gets blown out every single time. I don't know if that's what happened or not, but I don't want to confirm one way or the other. So we're just going to restart. We're right at the beginning. And I'm going to redo all the matches like that because I have a Bowser Castle and a Wario City Night saved like that too. So we're just going to write in each of the games new, so I don't have to worry about whether or not I accidentally hit anything wrong. I don't get the concern. I'm not trying to fix the match, TZ. Okay, but my concern... Sorry, some people might be seeing this one-sided on Twitch. The concern is not that he was up 11 runs and it's being reset. The concern is he was up 11 runs, the CPUs were acting weird, and then the game crashed, which tells me something went wrong. So I've done everything manually now, because we've had problems with the games being from save states in the first place. That's why we had to switch to the new code. Listen, TZ, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't want to win. Maybe I want to win tonight, but I don't want to win the championship, because it looks a little weird to be like, hey, I made my own league and then I won season 1. It's a little fucking dumb. Yeah, all the new CPU code does is make it so you can run the game again without having to reset the game, right? Yes, and also it, I think, affects save states, because I think on the old code it kind of made save states weird as to whether or not they would work or not without resetting the game. Which, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of reset the game most of the time anyway. Force a habit at this point. All right, I'm gonna get going with it. Oh, that's wrong. That's see, now you got me all screwed up. Okay, regular Dry Bones, Fire Bro, Red Critter, Red Yoshi, Four Me's. Let me got all these guys. Okay. Sorry about the confusion, guys. This is hashtag not ideal. Excuse me. Listen, TZ, if your team was up 12-1 against Texas in game 1 and of the games tomorrow, and Texas just wasn't going for home run, like wasn't running properly and was behaving weirdly, and then the game crashed, I would reset the game in its entirety. Like, this isn't me trying to match fix, and I don't really appreciate the accusation. I'm going to double check lineups one more time since we're doing this manually. So, Kendrick, Dry Bones, Bowser, Firebone, Mr. Incredible. Yeah, I mean, I know that's right. So, let's see here. Harley Quinn left field, Red Yoshi center, Firebow is second base. And on my team, Pablo's middle, Pablo's second. Monty Mole is sixth. Okay, we should be good to go now. All right, one more time. Hello and welcome to the Eastern League Championship Series to determine who is the champion of the Eastern League Conference for Season 1. We are winding into the last weekend of our very special Season 1 GSL playoffs. Time now in Bangkok, Thailand is 8:38 as the Hibiscus take on the Jazz at home in Wario City Day. And we are starting off strong with a Wiggler strikeout. He's back in top form for the playoffs, folks. And Drybones now up to the bat. Yellow Toad going to get there. So the Bomberg Jazz went through the regular season 8-4. The Hibiscus went 9-3. Jesus Christ, that's a solo homer from Bowser. What a piss missile. And Bomberg takes an early lead. Bowser trying to do it all by himself. That's the tax for you. Firebro now up to the bat with 2 outs. We'll see if he can get anything else done here. That's going to be high and dry. But they're not going to get under it. And that's a 2-0 lead for Bomberg. And now Mr. Incredible is up to the bat. Yeah, so again, this Bomberg team 8-4, but upset Reykjavik in the playoffs. Series 1. Neither team had a home game win. So we'll see if that's the kind of thing that is the case here tonight. If Bomberg can get a home win to try and seal the deal here. But one thing's for certain, this Bangkok team not going to take it easy on them. I believe, well, you know, they had a 1-0 head-to-head record in the regular season, and that was kind of a highly contested game as well. So I do apologize that me meeting up with Bomberg has been so fraught with weird bullshit. But yeah, Red Yoshi gonna not get down there in time. So Yellow Toad and Pablo Sanchez on base for Wiggler. He's not going to charge at the first one. He'll just swing at the first one, and that's going to get all of them on base. Yellow Toad's going to try and get home off that, and he will succeed. Bangkok on the board early. Looking like a properly tight race now. And Petey Piranha up to the bat here in that beautiful Bangkok texture. Guys, if you have not already, make sure you are voting in the honors voting thing so that we can announce that tomorrow night before championships start. Going to be a little bit of money involved for any returning teams, so a little bit of fun stuff there to look out for. Now Birdo on base after a weight room moment from Petey. And Birdo will load the bases for Monty Mole. We'll see what the Moon Rat himself can do. Sorry, the Moonball Mole Rat. And he'll hit it straight down the center. It's a tied ball game. What a night. Commissioner, it's game 1. Yeah, no, that's for real. Oh boy. And that will not get down in time. Bases stay loaded for Diddy Kong, so Benoit Blanc 0 for 1 on the night. He hasn't been a particularly strong me. I think he does have the lowest batting average of the team here. Yeah, 375, which is still not terrible, but in the grand scheme of things, he doesn't clutch up when it's necessary. However, Diddy Kong, with barely a higher batting average, will be able to clutch up and sends Wiggler home there. Bangkok takes the lead here. Diddy Kong, though, I will say, Diddy Kong spent the first couple of games on a different team. He was on the Beijing Bullet Bills team for 4 or 5 game days, I think, before he switched over to the Bangkok team in a trade that gave Beijing Beef Boss. He will be sorely missed from the Hibiscus here. Both of these teams did well with trading this season. Did well in the draft, obviously, if they're getting teams that have done this well this season. But they have... Excuse me, so sorry. Oh, man, sorry. A little bit of indigestion. I apologize if you could hear any of that. But yeah, Bomberg was able to get Dry Bones and a second red me from... Now, see, this doesn't fucking feel right either. I'm going to text GameCube, see if he's willing to come online. That's going to sail straight to Red Yoshi and end the inning there. So Red Yoshi will start here for Bomberg. Red Yoshi solo homer on Mario City Day? Red Yoshi puts one up. I think that's his first homer of the season. Am I crazy? Yeah. That's his first homer of the season. Unless he pulled one against Reykjavik last week in the playoffs. That is a solo homer for Red Yoshi, his first of the season. Harley Quinn unable to repeat that and hit it straight to Pablo Sanchez. Now Red Critter with some bad contact there. And Birdo does get out number 3 there. So the core of Bangkok's lineup and the 3 players remaining on contract for Bangkok into next season up to bat here. Wiggler, Petey, and Birdo. A very strong core indeed. Unbelievable that someone let me draft this team. It will not get repeated. But Wiggler does get on base for Petey. And Kendrick getting a little tired here on the mound. He's had a pretty impressive career as well. Oh, and that's going to hit straight to Harley Quinn. So Petey 0-2 on the night today. Yeah, but Kendrick Lamar had a shutout and a complete game or 2 of his own, I believe. Wow, we are hitting straight to the outfielders today on both sides. And yeah, that core is gone just like that. Just a single out of those 3. Monty to try and save it. And he'll get down for a base hit. But yeah, that will be a him off the mound. So now the bigger threat comes in, Bowser. That star pitch can be dangerous. It's if he decides to use it. And as if taking the words right out of my mouth, he decides to let one rip against Benoit here and now. He's going to let a second rip. Is he going to crash out on Benoit Blanc to try and end the inning here? No, he will not. But he's going to throw a hell of a fastball. And Red Critter throws to Boomerang Bro. Ends the inning pretty easily. And now the Jazz have a chance to return the favor on offense as well. PD not letting that get by the infield for Kendrick. So Kendrick unable to make anything happen there. But Drybones and Bowser have done a hell of a lot for this team. And Jana's live too, so I can't ask her. If TZ's watching on Twitch, I'm going to... I guess I'm going to stop after this game and see what the other commissioners think, because... I really think it was a screw up with the game, and it wasn't a complete game, so it's not like we should just count it for GameCube, but I don't want to be seen like I'm trying to fix a match or anything like that. Bowser with a little bit of black toad disease there, but even with a POW, PD makes the dive, is able to tag second. That's going to be a scoreless half from the Jazz. So Diddy Kong now up to bat. And that's going to be a double play. Tucker just hitting it straight into the loving mitts of Waiter. Waiter, more dives, please. More double plays, please. Firebro gets that. I thought that was out of his reach, but he is going to get that handling, and that's going to be basically a 3-and-out, I believe, for the Hibiscus. So a scoreless third inning there. Offense is going to slow down just a little bit here. It's more of an intact game. Game 1.5. I don't know. I don't know what we're counting this as. So, trying to contact a commissioner. Obsessed is kind of in a... Listen, it's a busy-ass month for him. So, he's kind of big chillin'. GameCube was not in a slugger's mood today, I don't think. So, he didn't want to com with me, but I texted him. We'll see if he responds or now. Responds or not. And then Jana's streaming, so... Excuse me. Red Critter up to the bat here. Waiter with 2 bases on. That's going to go fair, but the base runners were not expecting it to go fair. So they catch Harley Quinn out at second. Palpatine up to the bat, and you could see there behind home plate that the plates were looking a little rumbly here. It will not matter. He hits straight to the infield, and Petey, diver that he is going to catch him out. No runs scored. Left runners on first and third. And now that yellow core into Petey up again to try and do some damage. Petey, I think, is 0 for 3 on the night, though. Or 0 for 2. So he's been having a hell of a bad game. And Pablo Sanchez going to hit straight into the second fielder there. For anyone who wasn't paying a bunch of attention to the stats, and I only did regular season stats, I don't know that it's entirely necessary to do... That's going to be a double for Wiggler. I didn't feel it was entirely necessary to do playoff stats, but this regular season, Petey got 14 home runs, 14 singles, and 14 outs, which is like so hard to do. And now he's 0-3 on the night, or 0-4. Like, what is happening to Petey Piranha right now? And a captain's showdown here with Wiggler on second. Birdo just trying to get some more points on the board any way necessary, but that's just going to hit right to Red Yoshi in classic medium tragedy fashion. And 2 outs, or 2 innings scoreless now, which is unlike either of these explosive offenses. Kendrick will get on base there. Oh, man. Petey misses that, too. So that's going to be runners on the corners for Bowser. So even if he Black Toads it up, as long as he doesn't hit an out, will probably be a base home for them. Charges on strike 1, but doesn't go for it whatsoever. Awful contact, but an overthrow from Petey. Jesus, man. Petey Piranha is having just the worst night. Redeems himself a little bit there. Bowser able to get his fat ass back to the base. Birdo will suction the last out there. Monty with a classic base hit. That's what he's known for. Benoit Blanc. Again, been having a bad year. He needs to try and step up now while he's in the playoffs. Bowser throws him a meatball, but that goes straight to Fire Bro. Only nets him a single out, though, because that ground ball took too long to get picked up by Fire Bro. Bowser is really loving these star pitches today, but not crashing out on anybody. Not throwing one on strike 3. A star hit from Diddy Kong. This is guaranteed to be pretty useful, and that's going to be Monty Mole going home. He's back to being a 3-run ball game. So despite some pretty awful performance from Petey, who's your main home run threat here, the Hibiscus able to establish the slap. We will see if Bomberg can get it going home run wise. It's what most of their threats are for, and that is going to be a double play to end the inning immediately. Bad hit from Tucker Kraft there. You got to know better with King Boo around. So the Bomberg getting to the end of their red core here. If Red Yoshi or Harley Quinn get on base, that could be pretty dangerous. But Petey Piranha, the absolute Iron Curtain, man. Call him the Cold War. Or no, was that World War II? Or was that the Cold War was the Iron Curtain? I'm mixing up my history. I do apologize. Birdo able to get a second out here, so nobody on for Red Critter. Still a chance to make it a 2-run game, though. Pretty respectable if he gets a solo homer here. I can kind of feel it in my bones, but that's going to go foul there. Does he charge on strike 3? He does. That's high. That's dry. Is it gone? It's losing a ton of speed. And maybe the first successful buddy jump I've seen all day. I think, because I really don't remember any of them happening successfully. I think it was a lot of watching happening. Maybe the second successful one. Pablo Sanchez there gets the out. And the top of Hibiscus lineup here. What I will say is, if you're the Jazz and you're sweating right now, you do get the top of the lineup, but you got to make it count. You got to hold them to 0 here. Great pow into an arrow is going to get Toad to second base. What a strategic double and what a strategic pow from Pablo Sanchez there. He's truly a team player. Bowser trying to crash out. Is he going to get it done? He's got to unload one of these on strike 3. Weird grounder. And the green shell gets... I don't know what's up with that. That was very strange, but I think whatever Firebro threw there to try and catch the ball, I think it just neutralized the green shell. Yellow Toad does get to third, so Wiggler can get an RBI here. Wiggler trying to go for a home run, though. But instead, he'll get a sac fly. And with 2 outs, nobody on for Petey, but it's a 4-run game, and Bowser's going to come off the mound. So Firebro will come up now. He swings and misses at pitch 1. Do they really not have a third pitcher? And that is too high for Red Yoshi to reach. It's a solo homer for Petey Piranha. Birdo gets on base. It's funny because during the regular season, I had such like implicit biases about my team. Like I was like, Birdo never fucking gets on base. She's dog shit. And then I looked at her batting average and it was like basically 500 by the end of the season. I think it was, let me look here. She had a 5.48, so above average batting average. I'm like, really? And no double play necessary, although Bowser probably would have gotten it there. So 2 runs for Bangkok. Jazz with 1 chance to get it right. And they do have 2 Black Me's and Dry Bones. So things could go wrong, or things could go very right here in order to get them even just 1 run away. That gets over Petey's head. Another arrow shot. They're getting a lot of them today. Or just in general, both teams are. White Dry Bones. I don't know why I said it like that, but White Dry Bones. And strike 3 comes out. Drybone's going to get a good slap hit, so that's going to be bases loaded for Bowser. This is scary. Charges on strike 1, doesn't swing at it. Didn't like the angle. And now he's going to star hit, so that's not going to be a home run. And that gets sucked up by Birdo for a triple play to end the game. Absolutely ridiculous. The Hibiscus take this game. I'm not going to say whether it's game 1 or 2 because I do have to confer, but whether it's 1-1 or 1-0, the Hibiscus take it 9-4. Diddy Kong is your MVP? Really? Oh, okay. All right. He didn't get a home run, did he? I don't think we got any home runs. Maybe we did. Well, no, we got the solo homer. I don't remember. But just not able to connect the bat for the Jazz in this game. God damn it. Yo. I'm going to mute my desktop audio real quick so I can try and see if I can commune with the wonderful Janasol real quick. So I do apologize. Hopefully you can still hear me. The new Chicken Bacon Ranch Street Chalupas from Taco Bell are awful and way too small. Taco Bell, if you're listening, please sponsor me, but also Not your best work. Okay. Do 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 do. You know what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down to the night music because that's always the fun music. Yeah. Yeah. Staples, if you're in here, I'll check that later. But thank you. Oh boy. Are Bomberg away game merchants? I don't know, maybe. I mean, you know, I don't know whether we're counting that first game or not. I went to Jana's stream, asked if I could DM her, and she said sure. So I just DM'd her. We'll see what she says. What do we do? I might just end stream. I might just say fuck it. We might just need to start again tomorrow, and then the championships will be like next weekend. You know, we're not on some kind of time crunch. I think we thought they were going to happen next weekend anyway. Like, I think we planned originally at the beginning of the season for us to be done in mid-March anyway. So... I'll wait for a minute to see what Jana has to say. Jana says, the way I handled it in my league was a crash nullified the match. We didn't account for that edge case here this season, but in the future that would be my policy in hosting. All right, so that was game 1, and it was a 4-9 win for the Hibiscus. TZ, if you're here, I hope you can understand that it was the fact that it was in fact a crash that caused that. I'm not trying to fix matches. I don't want that kind of shit to be happening. Question now is, do I do Wario City day or night? Because I saw him kick my ass on Wario City day. Ooh. While we're thinking about that, I am going to run an ad so that new people get no pre-rolls. I mean, it's game 2, right? Like, you gotta have, like, an anything can happen game. Even if I don't think this is wise, I think it's the funnier option entertainment-wise, so I think we're gonna do it. Man, this game really wants me to have these 3 fuckers at the lineup, or at the beginning of the lineup. I don't know why. That's really funny to me, though. I should have tested it, see if it works. Okay. Which, like, my knowledge of the game tells me it probably doesn't, but... Okay. Cool. All right. Hi, Staples. Hi, Orchid. Wow, who up peefing, guys? Come through, come through. We've had a hell of a time trying to get the second... or trying to get the game working. Unfortunately, there was some, I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on. But we're just going to go ahead and get it going. If anyone wants to come through the Discord. And welcome back to the Eastern League Championship Series. The Jazz took a hard loss after some unfortunate technical difficulties in Game 1. And now we're at nighttime here in Bangkok, Thailand. Time is now 9:10 in the morning. And my name is Lyra. I'm your solo commentator tonight. And also the leader of the GM of the Bangkok Hibiscus. So I'm very, very sorry if I'm biased. I am going to try very, very hard not to be. Yes, that is the kid from The Incredibles. More like it's Mr. Incredible. We also have Pablo Sanchez for Backyard Baseball. We have Tucker Kraft, tight end of the Green Bay Packers. And we have Palpatine. And that's going to be another fucking piss missile from Bowser to start us off strong. It's looking like a repeat of the last game, folks, because that's what started the Bomberg Jazz off last game. Absolutely disgusting hit. But we decided to choose Chaos here with Wario City Knight. And the Jazz are going to bring that tonight. 2 outs. A 1-0 lead to start the Jazz off tonight, and Firebro is going to try and make it 2 here. He's going to be charging up for a home run. That's going to go foul. Why did that hang in the air so long? That was very weird. Thank you for putting Brat Birdo in my chat. I'm pretty sure that's Brat Birdo, right? Wow. And straight to Benoit Blanc, trying to hold it down at first base. So 1 for the Jazz. These teams are very special. It's hard to figure out what else to say about these teams that I haven't already said throughout the season, all freaking season. Bomberg has not yet won a game versus the Hibiscus. Probably would have won if that 12-1 game did not crash in the middle of the game. Really frustrating that happened. Wiggler trying to go yard. Instead, that'll hit the corner, and he's going to try and make it a triple there. Wow. Really hit the corner. Say everything I'm new? Absolutely. So, Mario Super Slugger CPU versus CPU is a draft format that we are playing in. So we draft teams based on how well they perform in CPU versus CPU, which is incredibly luck-based, as you're going to see here tonight. Unless it's Petey hitting a home run straight down the center field. That's a go-ahead home run. And the Hibiscus take the lead 2-1. So Wiggler getting that triple meant absolutely nothing because he goes home anyway. Beautiful from this edited Saint Pietro, as we love to call him. So the 9-3 Bangkok Hibiscus facing off against the 8-4 Bomberg Jazz. In the regular season, they met once in another highly contentious match, and the Bangkok Hibiscus ended up winning that, and perhaps deserved to win neither of the first 2 games that they played. But we will ensure that these games do not have faults in the future, hopefully. And Mr. Incredible's going to get a solo homer here. It's never too much for Mr. Incredible. Absolutely unbelievable here. Look at him sailing through the air like sticks. I'm sailing away. Ew, gross. I can't believe he hit that. So yeah, things to know about these teams. Petey Piranha and Birdo are absolutely elite infielders. You've got a fast outfield for the Hibiscus, and you've got a pitcher with a mean curveball on the mound in Wiggler. He's gotten strikeouts in the playoffs. He's gotten 6 strikeouts in the regular season, more than any other character in the game this season. Meanwhile, Bomberg upset the Reykjavik Rat Kings last week during the semifinals, the divisional series, and is currently trying to make another upset happen. He was only the 3 seed because he was a wild card, not a divisional winner of our conference. But whoever wins this is going to go on to face either Hollywood or Texas next. I don't know when it's happening. Probably just going to straight up happen on or tomorrow night, if I can rest my voice enough. PD not going to throw back to first or second there and try and get the out. Probably wise after that overthrow last game. But still a really good dive from the shortstop. And we're at the bottom of the lineup here. Palpatine is going to try and make something happen for these first and second, these runners on first and second here. But Petey says no and still doesn't throw it to try and get a double play. Unbelievable. So yeah, this Bomberg team, a lot of threats and a lot of me's. Ignore the weird markings on his face. I don't know why they're doing that. But you have a lot of me's, which are pretty average or below average hitters compared to the rest of the league. Berto is going to get the third out there. So infield really locking it down on defense for the Hibiscus. Still the Jazz are able to get one in. Just a dominant team like that. But, I mean, a team with Red Critter. Actually, let's take a look at the lineups. We have the overlay for that. So the Bangkok team, since they're up now, consists of Yellow Toad, a great slap hitter. Pablo Sanchez, an average me. Wiggler, a great slap hitter. Petey Piranha, that home run threat. Berto, a great back-to-the-wall drive hitter. Monty Mole, another great slap hitter. Benoit Blanc, a me, who is there purely for chemistry, because as you can see, he fucking sucks at hitting. Holy shit. Please get on base. Diddy Kong, who's a pretty decent slap hitter, and Tucker Kraft. And we'll get to the Bomberg lineup when they get back to the top of the third here. But Diddy Kong is gonna get down in time for a base hit right at the end of the lineup here. Honestly, if you're the Hibiscus here, you go, listen, we're tied. It's not a super volatile game, so I'm going to take my third out here with Tucker Kraft, and I'll get the top of my lineup in the bottom of the third. And that's exactly what they're going to do. He's going to hit it straight to Firebro there. Speaking of elite defense, you know, this Bomberg lineup has Firebro and Red Critter. And let's take a look at that lineup. We've got Kendrick Lamar up first, but now it's Dry Bones near the top of the lineup. He's just going to hit the first pitch he sees, gets on base there. So he's going to get on for Bowser, who's going to try and hit it out of the park. And if Bowser doesn't hit it out of the park, Firebro will try and hit it out of the park. And then after that, you've got a red core of Mr. Incredible, Red Yoshi, and Harley Quinn. And dear God, that's back up against the wall. And a well-placed green shell is going to advance runners to second and third, so Firebro has a better chance to try and get someone home. But after those red hitters, you've got Red Critter and then Palpatine to try and get some more black chem on base for Bowser. Arya, if you are still here and you are interested, I would love to explain everything about this sickening game. Because it is very fun and cool. And again, huge thank you to Orchid and everyone. Well, by the way, Firebro and Mr. Incredible completely neutralized by Petey Piranha. Hi, Orchid. Hi. Hi, this is my stream, so I can be as weird as I want. U.S. figure skater Alyssa Liu reveals to Teen Vogue that her favorite slugger is Yellow Toad. No, man. I'm pretty sure her favorite slugger is Horse. Red Yoshi hits it straight to Petey. Throws it to Benoit. Gets the third out there. So the offense slowing down on both sides there is both sides able to get out with no runs in the past two halves of an inning. But you got the top of the Bangkok lineup. We'll see if they can get anything done with that. Oh my god, what a disgusting arrow hit. Does hit it straight to Red Yoshi, but that's going to be a good base hit there from Yellow Toad. That gets over Firebro, and Firebro also bowled over by that green shell. Not that it really made a difference there. Runners on first and second for Wiggler. He's going to either try and do it himself or just try and get the bases loaded here. I personally hope it's the latter because I am the GM. And another arrow hit. Very shocking. And Yellow Toad's going to get to go home off that. So Bangkok, for the first time in a couple innings here, takes the lead late in the bottom of the third. So 2 runners on with 1 chem for Peter Piranha. That's high and dry. That might be gone. They don't even try to go for it. A 3-run homer for Petey Piranha. Hibiscus lead by 4. I don't know how I managed to do this, but I literally forget my water every single time we need to commentate. So my throat is killing me already through the middle of game 2, and I have 3 more games to commentate, maybe. Excuse me. And Kendrick is going to step off the mound. He's been stepping off the mound earlier than he usually does with other teams, which bodes well and poorly for the Jazz, depending on how you look at it. The fact that Ami has to step off the stage, has to step off the mound is bad because it means you've let the other team get a lot of runs. You've wore down his stamina, with hits like that Monty Mole double there. But Bowser is an incredible threat on the mound, and if he can just get it done at the right time, that can be huge for this Jazz team. There, Benoit Blanc hits a deep pop fly, tries to get it over the fence, but Red Yoshi and Mr. Incredible are just there under the ball with plenty of time to spare. They work great out there. The Yoshis are quick. Now Diddy Kong with 2 outs. But that'll get hit straight to Red Critter. Leaves Monty Mole on second. Not that you particularly mind having 4 runs on the board in the bottom of the third. I like this for the Jazz. You have just 1 me to get on base for Red Critter. You might get a quick 2 out of Red Critter here. And Harley Quinn will get a base hit there. So this is the time you want Red Critter to try and hit a home run. Waiter, more home runs, please. Ooh, waiter. I'm going to give him the full tuxedo next season, by the way. Don't worry, guys. Ooh, waiter. And he gets struck out by Wiggler. Fantastic job confusing him with the curve there. His 2nd strikeout of the series. 8th strikeout of the season. And now Palpatine to try and get something done with Harley Quinn on base there. It's going to be some bad contact, but that fireball lets both of them get on base, threading the needle expertly there from the base runner and from the item holder. So good job from Kendrick Lamar and Harley Quinn there. Now Kendrick's going to try and get on base here. I might need to go get water in the middle of this game. My throat is killing me. Birdo does hit the double play there. Good suction catch from Birdo. And unfortunately leaves 2 runners on base there. The Jazz scoreless through the past 2 innings. I'll try and... you know what? I can stick it out the rest of the game. There's only like 10 more minutes left in this game. And then I'll try and leave it and have it not be incredibly awful comms. I don't know. Tucker Kraft with a double, which I think we've rarely seen him do this season. Let me look at the handy dandy stats now that we've got all those done. That's really nice for me. Tucker Kraft had 3 doubles this season out of 38 hits, so a very rare occurrence for the Yellow Me. And Bowser strikes out Yellow Toad. He crashes out. Bowser had the 2nd most strikeouts this year at 2. Tied with Kendrick Lamar, by the way, as well as Luigi and Peach. Peach doesn't make any sense. Luigi makes a little bit of sense. Kendrick makes no sense. How is Ami getting 2 strikeouts this season. That's like shocking. And a second strikeout from Bowser. Unbelievable. You still got Chem for Wiggler here. But Bowser's starting to use his star pitches incredibly wisely. And Wiggler just hits it straight to Red Critter. So now Petey Piranha is going to be all by himself next inning. A defensive masterclass, a pitching masterclass from the Jazz here. And now they've got Dry Bones into Bowser into Firebro for 3 chances to homer here. Dry Bones kind of has not been hitting very well this match. I don't know why, but I do think he's hit it straight into Petey like every single time. So Bowser by himself, he's going to swing on pitch 1. That's going to be another funny storm moment. Please tell me they have their homeowner's insurance. He'll charge on strike 2, but that's going to be just a line drive for a base hit. So Firebro is the person to beat here to try and get a home run, and that is straight down center field for 2 runs. Bomberg finally getting the offense back online. Yeah, I mean, the outfielders never were going to get there in time. And that's going to be a 4-6 game. Wiggler finally looking tired on the mound. He's not going to step out quite yet, but you know it's coming soon. Mr. Incredible trying to be a hero. You got what it takes. Nope. It's too much. Oh, but the POW. Good POW usage from Red Yoshi. Let's see if Red Yoshi can capitalize on it. And no, he's bunting. Famously, bunting never works. Red Yoshi didn't even run. That was literally just to advance Mr. Incredible. We will never know if Red Yoshi would have made it or not because he literally just stayed at home. Oh, you know what? The fireball hit Red Yoshi. That's insane. And another incredibly well-placed POW is going to send Mr. Incredible home. It's a 1-run game here. The Jazz heating up at the worst possible moment for the Hibiscus here. And Wiggler will step off the mound here. Though his replacement is no less a threat. Diddy Kong with that star pitch can cause some pretty terrible contact if he chooses to use it. And has a curveball that's a little bit tricky of his own. Star pitch coming out early for Diddy Kong here. And that's a swing and a miss from Waiter. Waiter. Gonna force a star pitch here. That's gonna pop up really well. And Pablo Sanchez just not able to get there in time. So it's gonna be another run. This is a tied ball game and a double from Red Critter. That is a little embarrassing. So Nighttime Wario City just not doing what it was intended for. It's a tied ball game. Palpatine up to bat here. He'll charge, but that's a ball for pitch 1. The most outside strike you've ever seen in your entire life. I don't think I would have called that a strike if I was the ump, but whatever. By the way, fun fact, Lakitu, I think, is the strike, or is the umpire in this game, technically. Slap straight down the middle. That's going to get runners on the corners for Kendrick. After all that pitching from Diddy Kong, nothing really amounted. And Red Critter trying to steal home, which will advance Palpatine because we know it and we hate it, but they never catch anybody out as they run back here. That'll be along the baseline, and they'll tag, so it won't go foul, and they'll tag Kendrick as he's running to first. Really bad bunt play there from Kendrick, but another 4 runs on the board for the Jazz, so now it's very even. Bangkok needs to respond now, and Petey's going to be the first to try and do it here. He'll charge, strike 1. He'll charge, and that's high and dry. Can the outfielders jump high enough? The answer is no. Solo homer from Petey Piranha. That's that Petey tax. The tax man cometh. Bowser might be crashing out here. But instead, that's a... What the fuck just happened? Birdo hit a terrible ground ball, very slow, and Red Critter should have died for it, and I thought he was going to. Just decided to walk away from it. But instead, that's going to be a double play. I guess he just wanted the stats on his resume. That's going to be a grounder straight up the middle, but not one that the middle infielders can get to in time. Benoit Blanc on first base. So we'll see if Diddy Kong can get anything done here. But it is currently 6-7 here at the bottom of the fifth. We're on strike three. Bowser does not crash out, but that's straight into the waiting glove of Red Critter, who again is keeping this team afloat on defense. And a very strong part of the lineup for the Jazz. The Hibiscus ought to be scared. But if Diddy Kong can get something done on the mound, he's going to be throwing out them star pitches again. Fortunately, just a really good slap there from Dry Bones. And now Bowser with one chem on base. He can take the lead here if he wants, but that's going to hit straight to third, and that's a double play all the way around the bases. Great fielding from Wiggler there. Now Firebro all by himself. Doesn't swing at the changeup. Didn't like the timing there. That's high, that's dry, and he gets knocked out of the way, so that's a solo homer from Firebro. Pablo Sanchez literally got knocked out by the water fountain twice. And we're back to a tied ball game. Birdo will get the last out here. And we're at the bottom of the Bangkok Hibiscus lineup again. Let's see if the two yellow Miis can try and get on base at the opportune times here. You're running out of space here for Bangkok to get a comfortable lead. And Tucker Kraft is just going to try and go for it. That's going to be an easy out for Red Yoshi off that buddy jump. Yellow Toad hits it. Firebird doesn't go for it. And that POW just barely reached out far enough. So that's going to be a double from Yellow Toad. I'm shocked he didn't even get more out of that. What a fortuitous turn of events there. Pablo Sanchez has to get a good hit here. Strike two. Will Bowser unload the clip? He will. A crash out from Bowser for another strikeout. And 2 outs. Wiggler's going to step up to the plate here. Bowser could crash out fully. If he does, it'll be the smartest thing. That's strike two. He doesn't on strike three. And that goes fair. So runners on the corners for Petey Piranha. Bowser's tired on the mound. He's going to switch out. That is awful timing. And oh boy, the outfield is completely ruined for Bomberg at the worst time possible. That goes over the fence. Yep. Oh no, it'll hit the back of the fence. But a green shell into an arrow with slow-ass Bowser out there is going to get 2 home, and a triple from PD Piranha. His first of the season. He did not have any doubles or triples all season. So his first triple of the season. That is crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. Bangkok take a 2-run lead. But yeah, that outfield is decimated, and although they will only have 1 inning to take advantage of it, especially if Birdo hits like that, that could still mean damage if Amit just tries to really go for it against that back wall. Wario City known for those short walls, and it's not a very big stadium. The Jazz have this red core at the top of the 7th to try and get the runs in. If they can get 2, then they're they're gonna have to lock in on defense as well in the bottom of the 7th is to go to extra innings. Red Yoshi not gonna start it off very well there. One out away from game 2 being over. And that's the ball game. Red Critter just not able to get anything done there. So the Bangkok Hibiscus go up 2-0 in the series. And we're going to head to Bowser's Castle for game 3. Okay, doke. Just restarting because I'm like anxious that this stuff is gonna be going wrong and all that stuff. So Bomberg with a chance to win at home. All right. And we are going. Oh. Wrong one. My bad. Okay, yeah, this is the right one. There we go. We are live from Bamberg, Germany for Game 3 of the Eastern League Championship Series to determine the conference winner of the inaugural season of the GSL. The time in Bamberg, Germany, currently 2:39 in the morning. These European games always seem to be incredibly late at night. My name is Lyra. I am your commentator today. And we're going to start off with a nice welcome Red Critter dive on Bowser's Castle, like always. The Jazz trying to win at home to keep the run alive versus the Hibiscus. A great green shell there from Wiggler, but it's not going to be enough. Pablo Sanchez just not putting the wheels in. So that's going to be 2 outs right away for the Hibiscus, who are the away team. The Hibiscus, so far, one of the only teams to win an away game in the playoffs. We will see if they're able to repeat on a big stadium like Bowser's Castle, which famously is not a great stadium for either of these teams. But I appreciate the fact that we're here because this is kind of a test of, can your slap hitters on your team do well? And in this case, you've got Dry Bones, you've got Red Yoshi, you've got 4 Miis, versus you've got a Toad, you've got Monty Mole, you've got Wiggler, you've got Diddy Kong, and you've got 3 Miis. So more firepower to try and just get solo homers or, 1-2 run homers for the Jazz. And they've done it with every character on their team, or every power hitter on their team. And yeah, Red Critter going to end the inning there. Oh shit, I forgot to hydrate. Well, guess I'm fucked. Kendrick Lamar with a deep drive out to center left. A good sign for the Jazz here if their Mii is hitting well. And Drybone's going to get on base there. So 2 on base for Bowser immediately in the top of the first here. And there's 3 runs. Okay. You saw it coming from minute 1. It's maybe the most consistent, plan to a beginning of a lineup that I ever have seen. It's like, if it's the top of the first and the Bomberg Jazz are up to bat, they're gonna get 3 runs on the board. Or 2. I don't know why. It's very strange and I don't like it. Because it means I'm working from a 3-run deficit every game, but whatever. Firebro with a good slap. You can kind of see there's a ton of space between the middle infield and the outfield, so plenty of space for slap hitters to get down. And those high walls mean that very few home runs get through. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean a ton, because pretty much every character on either of these teams that would hit a home run besides Birdo is able to hit one on Bowser's Castle. So it's just a question of whether they will or not. PD able to get the throw off before he gets hit by the green shell. So a double play from Birdo and Benoit Blanc there. And now Harley Quinn to try and keep the rally alive. You've got Firebro on third. Need to send him home. And that's straight into PD's arms. So you're going to leave Firebro on third there. The 3 runs, pretty respectable. And the Jazz are the home stadium team tonight. Oh, wrong thing. Let's take a look at this Bangkok lineup one more time here. Yellow Toad, Pablo Sanchez, Wiggler and PD Piranha into Birdo. Now we've got the brown core. Monty Mole, Benoit Blanc, Diddy Kong. Monty Mole had a pretty bad hit there, but we'll see if Benoit Blanc can make up for it. And then Tucker Kraft to try and chem with Toad at the end of the lineup. Benoit Blanc hits it straight to Palpatine for a second out. Diddy Kong with a pop fly. That's going to be a quick 3 and out from the Hibiscus. I'm shocked so far at the results. I thought Bomberg would have won a game on Wario City, and I thought I would have Bowser's Castle pretty in the bag. But that's okay. We haven't even gotten through the full lineup once for the Hibiscus, so we will see where they lay. Red Critter gets on base for Palpatine, though. That's going to be strike 2. Wiggler's got that tricky... Oh, no. And... PD with a great dive, lands on the base, tags for an out, and sends it to Benoit Blanc for a double play there. Now, Kendrick Lamar all by himself. Birdo, suction catch to end the inning. So, defense is going to be the name of the game here on Bowser's Castle. or rather getting through the defense. Both of these teams have some pretty suffocating defenses. So trying to get around it, trying to get base hits, trying to get RBIs, trying to get runs in any way, shape, or form, and not hitting straight to the first baseman is going to be the way to win this game. This game could end 3-0, and I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, boy. So Pablo Sanchez to try and keep it alive, but that's going to be another 3 and out. So Wiggler, Petey, Birdo up next inning. But scoreless through 3 for the Hibiscus. A dangerous part of the Jazz lineup available here. Hibiscus has to get the defense in order. Birdo doesn't go for it. That's going to be a base hit from Dry Bones. And Black Toad strikes again. He hits it straight down the center for Pablo Sanchez to get that out there. Still one on base. No chem, though. Notably, the Dry Bones don't have enough chem, basically. And will the Fireballs reach in time? No, they will not. Yellow Toad able to pick it up to make sure that Dry Bones can't advance there. So Mr. Incredible to try and keep the rally alive here. And he'll send it straight to Petey. Great neutralization of the offense of the Jazz there from the Hibiscus. Now we'll see if they're able to get anything started on offense with their best characters. Now's the time to shine. Wiggler with another bad hit. I mean, your slap hitters are not doing what they need to get past the infield here. And that goes straight to Harley Quinn. A lot of line drives straight to outfielders here. Birdo will get down for a base hit. Really good slap there. So trying to establish the slap here. Monty Mole. One of the best hitters in the game. Does he have what it takes? Yes, wow, indeed, Staples. Benoit Blanc charges again. Great drive. That's going to send someone home. And Bangkok's on the board. It's a 2-run ball game, and good job from the defense. They couldn't get there in time, but they were able to throw a meteor home in order to try and stop his second run coming in successfully. So Diddy Kong with Kem on base. If you're going to use your star hit, now's the time. But instead, he'll hit straight down the center. That'll hit second base squarely on the nose, and it's a 1-run game. Great hit from Diddy Kong there. So they have, in fact, established the slap. We'll have to sit here and see if it will be enough. Tucker Kraft, recovering from an ACL in real life, able to get on base here, and a bad error from some obstacles in the outfield is going to make this a tied ball game. They're fireballing, folks. And the Staples crew is running bits in my chat that no one outside of our group knows. Another great slap. That's going to be bases loaded for Pablo Sanchez, the star from Backyard Baseball, who is here to prove his worth. Pablo Sanchez, what do you got? You've got another slap hit. Two runs will score. The POW did not cause Yellow Toad to get out because they threw towards their second baseman and then towards home. And just like that, Kendrick's off the mound. So now the real pitching threat on the mound to Bowser. I think he's gotten 2 strikeouts this very series. But bases are loaded for Petey. You might be able to clear the bases here. Bowser looking to crash out. Will he succeed in getting all 3? He does have 2 stars. He's not gonna. Petey goes for it. That's just a deep line drive. That's gonna send 2 home. Runners on the corners. And this game is in a completely different direction than it was at the beginning of this inning. So Birdo now to bat with 1 chem on base in her beautiful Bangkok Hibiscus colors. Hits it on 2. Mr. Incredible doesn't get there in time. That's going to be another run scored. Runners on first and second. The slap just will not stop for Hibiscus. Jazz cannot stop the bleeding here. And finally, Red Yoshi gets under it in time. Monty Mole just took the first pitch too quickly. But 8 runs scored for Bangkok after 3 scoreless innings. This is looking like a very different game now, all of a sudden. Bangkok in a 5-run deficit. Red Yoshi to try and start the rally here. Decides not to swing at the first 2. Gets it straight down the middle. What a beautiful slap hit. I mean, it was very aligned. It was very centered. It was symmetrical. And Harley Quinn will do the exact same thing. POW is annoying, but useless. So 1 chem on base for Red Critter to try and get something going here. By the way, when I say chem on base, there's a slight power boost if you have chemistry with people that are on base to your charge hits. So it increases the chance that somebody like Red Critter can hit on a large stadium like this. But instead, he's going to go for the slap, and that's a triple play. Birdo, Benoit Blanc, and Petey coming together for a second triple play this series. Absolutely elite infield defense from the 3. Birdo's got hops, man. It's insane. Benoit Blanc hits straight to the middle infield there, and now Diddy Kong with a good slap hit there. He's just going to get on first base. Slow and steady wins the race. That's always been Diddy Kong's mentality. We interviewed him about that kind of thing in the locker room prior to this match, and he said, you know, this is what I'm built for. I'm not here to try and get home runs. I'm here to try and pitch. I'm here to try and get on base. Unfortunately, Tucker Kraft not able to hit it in the right direction there, and the equally elite defense of the Jazz stop any more runs coming in for Bangkok. The Sluggers are in fact slugging. Thank you, Adam, for a second month of subscriptions. I'll try and make some fun little subscription icons soon. I gotta figure out what to do for him because the GSL logo just doesn't look very good. Palpatine gets the first out. Petey with an incredible dive that I wasn't sure he was gonna go for there, and Dry Bones to try and get this inning to feature Bowser. Even just to get 2 runs on the board could be good for Bomberg. Just tip away at it. Thankfully, Tucker Kraft did throw the bomb before it went off. So yeah, Bowser with a chance to get 2 here. Instead, just slaps it. The Black Toad strikes again. And we're at the top of the Bangkok lineup here, at the top of the 6th. Heartwarmingly known by myself as the Cyber Shit Buff inning. Or the Cyber Shower Buff inning, depending on your neediness. And Red Yoshi just chasing after it. Did he drop the ball? What happened there? It looked like he had it in his hand. I don't understand what just happened there. But Pablo Sanchez able to get past that just absolutely asphyxiating infield. So 2 on base for Wiggler. Bangkok's offense just performing at the right moments today here in Germany. And guys, if you are loving what you're seeing, join the Discord. You can watch these even more live than they are on Twitch. You can help support teams. That's going to be another run scored, by the way. That bomb really screwed over Red Yoshi. And, you know, you might be able to get a team in if you really like what you see and you want to make your own team. Another hit straight to Red Yoshi. They really love hitting to him today here on Bowser's Castle. But you don't have to do anything. As you can see, I'm not playing the game. GameCube's not here to play the game. The computers play the game for you, and you just get to watch and have fun, and it's awesome. A 6-run lead here. Firebro to try and get a rally started here in the bottom of the 6th. You're running out of opportunities here if you're the Jazz. You need to get a couple runs on the board now to make it a little bit easier for you in the bottom of the 7th. You have that home field advantage, sorry. So you do have the bottom of the 7th to try and work things out, but you are behind by 6. Not even a grand slam will help you out with that kind of stuff. That's 2 full bombs. The terrorists have entered the building and are trying to blow up Pablo Sanchez. Poor little boy. But he will not be deterred. He gets that first out there. Mr. Incredible gets the threads the needle there to get on base. But yeah, we're trying to expand this next season. We've only got like a couple more spots left. So try and get in. You know, we're having fun. You pick a city around the world, and you know, we come up with these beautiful custom logos you're seeing on screen right now. So yeah, no runs for the Bangkok Hibiscus. Just not able to really get anything done there. Oh, sorry, no runs for the Jazz. That was the bottom of the 6th. They're really going to go 3 and out there, I'm pretty sure. So one more kind of awkward chance for the Jazz to stay alive in this. Sailing away. Red Yoshi not able to get there in time because of the fire. So Tucker Craft gets to second base there. 2 outs though, and Yellow Toad's going to hit it straight to Red Critter. So that's no more chances for Bangkok to try and get on the board here. I don't think they'll need it though. 6. They do have exactly 6 characters up to bat before Bowser. Or sorry, 5 before Bowser. So if every character gets on base, gets an RBI single, and Bowser gets a grand slam, they could tie this up and we'd be going to extra innings. Unfortunately, Harley Quinn just going to try and go for it herself, and that's not how things work here on Bowser's Castle. 2 outs remain. The official ruling of that first game was that, you know, the game crashed. Whether we liked how the Jazz were performing or not, the game crashed, so the game is invalid. However, DZ said it was match fixing. I feel guilty. GameCube's not here. He had a bad day with sluggers. I don't want to sweep the Jazz. That makes me feel bad. So we're going to do another game on Bowser's Castle here. Try and keep things alive. And also because, come on, you wanted to be done with this after an hour and a half? What are we doing? Pablo Sanchez, MVP? Really? Chat, should I play Terraria? Jana's been playing Terraria, and I'm like, fuck, I haven't played in like several updates. And I have no time with which to play something like Terraria, but I'm like, maybe I should give it another college try. You know what I mean? Yeah, no homers there. Or really just the one homer from Bowser, but he wasn't able to get anything else done there. Very unfortunate. The Black Toad came out to play there. Alright, we're going to try this. We're not. I'm going to go get water. I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Oh. I don't think hydrating was enough. I probably should have just been hydrating that whole time, but whatever. Alright. To keep them alive, the Eastern League Championship Series, the Bamberg Jazz versus the Bangkok Hibiscus. A second home game for the Jazz here. Great dive from Palpatine to start us off immediately here. I thought I saw new people in here for a moment. If I did, thank you. But excuse me. Wiggler is able to get on base there for Petey Piranha, who's been having a pretty tough night tonight. He's had a couple home runs, but a little bit less than maybe you'd expect from him. We will see if he's able to get one done on Bowser's Castle tonight. Does not look like this first one's going to be the case, but that's a nice line drive anyway. That's going to be runners on the corners to see if Birdo can get a line drive that isn't straight to an outfielder, which is usually what she does. Look at that beauty. By the way, guys, for anybody that's new that's in here, what do we think of the custom textures? Huh? Anything you think I should improve on? You know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We were not able to get home properly off that because Berto just could not get the gas under there. So, quick 0 from Bangkok there. The Jazz are going to come up now. Top of their lineup, Kendrick Lamar, Dry Bones, and Bowser. Try and get something going here. Oh, good hit from Kendrick Lamar. He's rounding first. He's trying to go for second. He's going to get there. Wow, look at the wheels on Kendrick Lamar, man. I'm going to try and talk a little bit less. Because holy crap. Pau does not reach the outfield there, but that's going to roll, and Kendrick Lamar already home. The Jazz are up 1-0. If anybody's in chat that uses these, does anybody in chat use Mio? Like the water things that you squirt into the water and it makes it taste different? And, okay, somebody's going to take that out of context, but that's not what I mean. That's high and dry. Yeah, no, that's just so incredibly high. Fuck you, Bowser. Why do you exist like that? 2-run, homer for Bowser. And just like that, yet again, we're up on the board with 3 for the Jazz. Yeah, I know you, Orchid. I know you're going to say some shit. No, the Mios, I hate the taste of regular water. It just doesn't taste good no matter what I do. So I mean, you know, I like it when it's like the really, like, when it's really cold. I like it, you know, ice cold. But even then I'm like, I'd rather have a flavor. So I use the Mio, and like some of them are like pretty bad. It feels like they coat your mouth. But there's the lemonade one, and I drink that all the time. But at this point, my diet of liquids has become entirely Mio lemonade and Diet Dr. Pepper, which is probably not good for me. So I need to find a second Mio or figure out a way to start liking water more. One of the two. And Tucker Kraft gets the end of the inning there. Well, so I don't know if I can do flavored sparkling water, and also flavored sparkling water is kind of expensive compared to like tap water, right? But I don't, like, most sparkling waters usually use like regular sugar. And what's great about the Mio is it's not using real sugar, so it's no carb because I'm on keto. Well, flavored sparkling water. Wiggler strikes out Red Critter there. That's shocking. Cucumber water? Ew. I don't like cucumbers. Cucumbers do not taste good. Pickles, like, I gotta have a specific kind to like a pickle. You know, it's gotta be like a bread and butter. Like, it's gotta be like really strongly of dill, or like a hot pickle. The pickles have to be a certain consistency, etc. So cucumbers, no go. Cucumber water, double no go. LaCroix might be 0 carb. But LaCroix is also 0 flavor. I'm going to be honest with you. Or it's like bitter. You know, it tastes like, I don't know. The shortest, most unnecessary throw ever from Red Critter. I think he literally could have walked and tagged the base and it would have been fine. The only seltzer I've ever seen with sugar has also had alcohol. Sounds like my kind of party. Wiggler gets struck out by Kendrick Lamar, his 3rd strikeout of the season. There's just so many strikeouts happening on these teams. What is happening? I've never seen a me strike out someone this much. Go vote for Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar currently has 1 vote for Golden Arm. Go give him a couple more votes. Even though he doesn't deserve it more than Wiggler, like, he deserves a little bit of credit. Dry Bones. How many strikeouts are we going to get tonight? What is happening? Hydrate with White Claw? Yeah, that sounds good. I'm down with that plan. Well, because, like, listen, I used to drink mostly skim milk and juice. It was mostly skim milk for a while. And then, like, once I went out to college, I started drinking a lot more soda and whatever. And in an attempt to make that a little bit lower, I started drinking juice at home. Hashtag drink some White Crayon Strawberry. That shit is delectable. It is also incredibly sugar-filled. Didn't realize that. Oops. So, by the way, this is a 0-3 game. PD just did a line drive single. Bangkok's still not on the board after 3 innings. That's very funny to me. Double play. Okay, the limoncello is not good. None of the LaCroix are good. I'm sorry. I'll try it again, actually, just for you. I'll try it again, but I don't... You know, there's jokes, you know, they make jokes about how unflavorful LaCroix is. LaCroix tastes like if you rubbed a fruit against the outside of the glass and called it a day, you know, like... You got berry flavor right now? There's a joke I want to make, but I can't figure out the, like, the connection point. You know, it's like I have point A... I have point C. I don't have point B in the middle. High and dry from Firebro. That looks like it's going to be a weight room moment, though. Pablo Sanchez able to catch that. So, Mr. Incredible. I like some tea. But I don't ever drink it. I probably should just, yeah. Maybe that's what I start doing. Some lemon and honey. Because it's not that I can't have sugar. It's that I have to have like a very limited amount. And honey is like the fucking magical essence of the gods or whatever. So it's fine in like every diet ever. I don't know why. But also, like, there's other shit I can use. Weirdly enough, I don't know if you guys... I don't know if anyone in chat has ever tried keto or anything like that before, but, like, some of the stuff that they use to try and, like, make imitation stuff is so funny. Like, we have a bag of monk fruit sweetener. I didn't even know what a monk fruit was before I started keto with my mom. Because my mom was like, I'm going to lose weight. I'm getting on keto. I'm staying on it forever. I'm like, all right. I could lose 100 pounds for a little bit. And no, not mung fruit. Monk fruit, like M-O-N-K. Maybe it is monk fruit. I don't know. But yeah, I was like, it's a fruit. What makes it not sugary? You know what I mean? Like, I don't get the distinction there. I'm pretty sure it's monk fruit. Yeah, because mung's a bean. I'm flicking my mung bean. A real defensive masterclass happening, by the way. Oh, I'll give you uppies, all right. I'm shaking my fist at you. I'll give you uppies, all right. Yo, Birdo, if you ever wanted a homer, now's the time to do it. That will drop fair. Petey Piranha. He charges strike one. That's high. That's dry. Can they get it? Nope. 2 runs for Petey Piranha. Sail. Ba 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 ba. Sail. AWOL Nation jump scare. Maybe I should kill myself. Sal. No. Are you for real? Oh. Never mind. I thought that was going over the wall. I was like, no way. Monty Mole homer to tie the game. Star hit. Great star hit. That's going to tie the ball game. A double from Benoit Blanc. Hitting the ball when it was absolutely necessary. We have ourselves a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. And Bowser will miss that for another base hit. Runners on the corners. Kendrick's out. Bowser's in after 6 innings. Does he crash out on Tucker Kraft? They get the tag at home, but are unable to get Tucker Kraft out at second. So Toad with a well-placed hit here could still send Diddy Kong home to try and get the lead here. That'll be just a single, so it'll be on Pablo Sanchez to try and get an RBI. Tie ball game. Bases loaded. The Jazz have to stop this here. Insane Pow. Wow, absolutely stunning. That was perfect placement, perfect timing. Now Wiggler to try and keep the rally alive. They're up by 1. If Wiggler can get on base and get another RBI here, which it looks like he's going to be able to do, he's going to send 2 home here. And 2 on base for Petey. The Jazz in really dangerous territory here. Oh, did I did. Okay, never mind, my bad. I was like, crap, did I record the last game? Yo, Reese, what's up? We're in the middle of our semifinals. And that's a 3-run homer from PD Piranha. No, you did not make playoffs. You were the 3rd worst team in the league. I'm so sorry, Reese. I will say you had a couple players nominated for honors voting. Let's see, who did you have nominated? Daisy got nominated because she was a hell of a relief pitcher, actually. Blue Critter and Boomerang Bro both got infielder noms. King Boo for texture of the season. Wow, what a great slap hit from Dry Bones there. I blame King Boo. Yeah, Samoa Joe would probably agree with you there. I would probably agree with you there, actually. Hold on. And that's gone. Bowser with 2 runs late in the game. So a 4-run deficit, but they're easily able to come back from it, as you can see. This game is not over until the bottom of the 7th. No, you're not getting any pity prizes. You were just nominated for a couple. But you did have some very good performances from your middle infielders in terms of how many outs they got. It's just you didn't get any runs. You ended the season 3-9. Let's see here. Take a quick look here. 42 at-bats for Blue Critter. He had 6 home runs from him. 2 home runs from Boomerang Bro. 2 from Daisy. No home runs from King Boo. You had an earned runs average of 3.45 over 22.3 innings for Daisy. He had 58 outs each from Red Magic Koopa and Blue Critter, as well as 50 outs from Boomerang Bro, with a triple play and around 20 double plays for each of those characters. You went... Oh, sorry, you went 4-8. So you actually tied with several other teams with a run differential of -24. But you actually won against Bomberg. Yeah, classic Blue Chem issue. Yeah, I mean, yes, absolutely. So why'd you draft Blue Chem? Bowser getting off the mound. That's a really lucky hit for Bomberg. Even though it's the top of the 7th, it doesn't really matter. But, I mean, Bowser's really good at first, so... Another great slap hit from Diddy Kong here. Can the Hibiscus get any more runs on the board before... No. The answer is no. Oh, that's right. Your coach drafted your team. I forgot about that. Yeah, he just went for a medium tragedy. That's crazy. Well, listen, if you... I mean... If you promise to stay this time, we'd probably open up a GM spot for you. We're doing some balance changes as well, so... Some of those teams might be, you know, a little bit worth it now. But, that's whatever. 2 outs remaining between the Hibiscus and moving on to the GSL Championships here. Palpatine bunting. That's strike 3. He can't do that. And he'll get struck out for out number 2. Wiggler with like a bajillion fucking strikeout this series. Absolutely unbelievable. Another good base hit from Ami here. So Dry Bones on base. Wiggler trying to stick the game out. Well, we're doing expansion next season, so, you know, you never know. That's going to be a base run and an error from Yellow Toad. So 9-6 is the current. So Bowser could tie it up right here. You know, the Jazz always have a chance in this kind of situation here. Oh, boy. If anyone's going to hit a home run here, and Wiggler will not stay in. Diddy Kong again on the mound instead of Birdo. Thank you, Wiggler. You served us well. 1 out left. A second star pitch comes out from Diddy Kong. He swings and misses. Strike 3, only a 10% chance. He's still going to charge for it. Oh my god, that went foul. He doesn't charge. The Black Toad strikes again. That's the ball game. Even if we counted that game earlier as a win for Bomberg, there's 4 games proving Bangkok is the winner. 9-6 victory. No, sorry, Bangkok scored 9 runs in all 4 of those games. Just an incredibly consistent team. I don't know why the fuck that happened. That's creepy, actually. The Hibiscus are your Eastern League Conference champions. And we'll move on to face Hollywood or Texas Sunday night. Oh. These box scores here, yeah, 140 and 105. 25 in pitching from Wiggler. I think that's literally 5 strikeouts. I think that's what that means. That's insane. All right, well, thank you guys for sticking around. Tomorrow, 2 p.m., your Western League Championship Series. And then the GSL Championships at 7:30 at night. Make sure you get your votes in now, please. I'm begging you. If you have watched anything besides literally tonight, Nat, I see you in the chat. I need votes, please, guys. There's some tiebreakers that desperately need to get broken up here. Until then, we will see you tomorrow. Is Jana still alive? I'm going to go raid Jana. No, she didn't fucking... Oh, what the fuck? She didn't raid me. That's cringe. Alright, well, we're going to find someone to raid. Nintendo L Pier. Okay. Go show some love to a sluggers person. Nerf, I'm going to be in Orchid's chat right after this.